Tom Aspinall, the evolution of a heavyweight. He might just be the most complete heavyweight in the history of mixed martial arts. Not because he's the biggest, not because he's the strongest, but because he's something rarer, a technician trapped inside the body of a monster. Tom Aspinall, the name that now echoes across the UFC, the man who turned silence, pain, and patience into weapons. While others chased fame, Tom chased perfection. While others brawled, he studied. And while the world slept on him, he built himself quietly and piece by piece in the dark. Born in Wigan, England, Tom grew up in a family where fighting wasn't just a sport, it was a way of life. His father, Andy Aspinall, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, introduced him to the grind early. By the time most kids were playing video games, Tom was drilling arm bars and perfecting his jab. Discipline wasn't taught, it was inherited. He was being shaped for greatness before anyone even noticed. From his earliest days, Tom showed something different. Not just power, precision, not just size, speed. He sparred with Tyson Fury, learned from world-class grapplers, and built his foundation around movement, timing, and intelligence. He wasn't a typical heavyweight. He was a new breed. A heavyweight that moved like a middleweight, fought like a lightweight, and thought like a chess grandmaster. Every step, every strike, every decision, deliberate. When you watch Tom Aspinall fight, it feels like watching evolution happen in real time. His hands are fast, his footwork light, his transitions flawless. He can knock you out in seconds or take you down and choke you unconscious. He's not just strong, he's efficient. Not just dangerous, he's inevitable. Many have compared him to Frank Mir, the legendary American heavyweight who combined jiu-jitsu and power. But Tom is something else, something more refined, a version of Frank Mir upgraded for the modern era. Sharper, faster, more dangerous. He's the evolution of the heavyweight species, a fighter who brings brains and brutality into perfect balance. But evolution always comes with pain. And for Tom, that pain came in the form of a knee injury that nearly ended it all. One fight, one wrong step, one torn ligament, and everything stopped. The roar of the crowd turned to silence. The octagon lights faded. Months of recovery followed. No fighting, no movement, just stillness. For most fighters, that's where the story ends. But not for him. While his body healed, his mind sharpened. He watched every fight. He studied the greats. John Jones, Stipe Miocic, Ciryl Gane. He analyzed movement, timing, tendencies. He rebuilt himself mentally before he returned physically. He turned his injury into his laboratory, and when he came back, he was better than ever. The return was explosive. No rust, no hesitation, just pure dominance. Each fight shorter than the last, each victory more precise. He wasn't just winning, he was dissecting. Fast knockouts, clean finishes, technical perfection, a surgeon in 4-ounce gloves, and then the interim title fight. The night Tom Aspinall became champion. It wasn't luck. It wasn't hype. It was destiny. The product of years of discipline, frustration, and silent obsession. He didn't just take the belt. He took command of the entire division. But his story didn't end there. Because in the distance stood a shadow, John Jones, the ghost of greatness, the man at the top of the mountain. For a year, Tom waited. No complaints, no trash talk, just patience. He called Jones out with respect, not ego, because he knew that real greatness isn't loud, it's inevitable. And deep down, he knows that one day the only way to truly complete his story is to beat the man who defined an era. Now the wait is over. UFC 321, Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane, the artist versus the predator. Two of the smoothest, most technical heavyweights alive, but only one represents the future. Ciryl Gane fights with elegance. Tom Aspinall fights with evolution. Every feint, every transition, every exchange. It's not chaos, it's calculation. This isn't just a title defense, it's a statement. A message to the world that the heavyweight division is no longer about brute force, it's about intelligence, it's about adaptability, it's about evolution. Tom Aspinall stands for the future, for what MMA can become when power meets precision, when humility meets hunger, when patience meets purpose. He's the fighter who turned injury into strength, silence into progress, and waiting into dominance. John Jones may still be the name etched into history books, but history is a living thing, and right now, it's evolving into Tom Aspinall. Because one day when the dust settles, when the belts have changed hands and the legends have retired, they'll look back at this moment and say, that was the age of Aspinall, the moment the heavyweight division finally evolved, the moment the future arrived.